The Proverbs of Solomon from LetGodBetrue.com.
Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Hear the words of God in Solomon again. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Fools do not deserve truth or the honor of an answer. They will mock your good words, or they will pervert them to slander you. The general rule is to avoid fools and not answer them. But before you leave a fool, wisdom says to shut their mouths, lest they get puffed up by your ignoring of them. Fools think and speak contrary to God, truth, and wisdom. Wise men must shut their mouths, lest those fools presume that their thoughts are acceptable or right. If a fool is not rebuked, he will become conceited in his error and turn into a scorner. Before his case is utterly hopeless and truth lies mangled in the mud, it is good to destroy his foolish ideas. Solomon also taught not to answer fools or engage in foolish debates with them, or you would become like them. That is in Proverbs 26:4, the proverb preceding this one in chapter 26. Fools do not deserve attention, discussion of their ideas, or answers to their questions. The Apostle Paul warned ministers to ignore and reject foolish questions and vain babblings. In the larger context, King Solomon forbid giving honor to a fool in verse 1. In verse 2, he warned that God has cursed a fool's folly. And in verse 3, he concluded that the only treatment that truly works with a fool is physical restraint and corporal punishment. He went on to explain that a fool's character and the treatment he deserves is in the verses following. Fools vary in education and intelligence. Great fools write books, teach at the university level, work in the media, or preach on Sunday. They espouse evolution, defend sodomy, protect abortion, promote marijuana, justify labor unions, condemn corporal and capital punishment, reject God, and/or outlaw prayer, among other forms of demented thinking. These fools must be shut up. Do not expect them to receive truth or wisdom. They hate both. God has turned them over to reprobate minds. They cannot recognize truth, even if it shines daily from the sun and nightly from the stars and moon. If you encounter one, let him know he is wrong in no uncertain terms, and then avoid him. You meet fools every day. Foolishness abounds in America, partly because no one will speak out against it. If anyone says or does something foolish, it is your duty and blessed privilege to correct them with truth. But after you shut their mouths, you must ignore them, lest you cast pearls before swine and give holy things to dogs. Those are the words of Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 7 and verse 6. Jesus was a master at shutting fools' mouths. He discerned their foolish thoughts, and he would turn their carefully planned questions upside down. When he was through with them, they could not answer, nor did they want to ask any more questions. Give God the glory. The Apostle Paul testified before Greek philosophers in Athens, the very fools that modern America worships for their hallucinations about life. He opened his speech by charging them with superstition, and he closed his speech by telling them about the coming of Jesus to judge them. Do you know this Jesus? Do you love this Jesus? If not, you are a fool. Amen.